from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, February 24th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Governor Tom Wolf announced today that he has been diagnosed with a treatable form of prostate cancer. The governor was joined by his wife, Frances Wolf, this morning to make the announcement to the people of Pennsylvania. During the news conference in Harrisburg, Wolf said the cancer was detected early after a regular checkup. Treatment schedule will begin in the coming weeks and will last for several months. According to the 67-year-old governor, the treatments will not hinder his ability to carry out his official duties.
My wife and I just recently found out that I have a mild case of prostate cancer. We detected it early, fortunately, so I don't know how mild it is, but it's easily treatable. And I wanted to do three things. First of all, just make sure you are aware of this, just in the interest of openness and transparency. Second, to make clear that the what I'm going through is treatable and actually will not impair my ability to do my duties will not interfere with my duties as governor. And third, just want to make the point that I found this in a routine checkup, and because I had the routine checkup, it was detected early, and I can do something about it. So.
Wolf said he and his doctor have set up his treatment plan, and he plans to keep working for the residents of Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf signed two bills into law on Tuesday. One exempts the earned income tax, all active duty military pay, no matter where it was earned. The bill passed both houses with virtually no opposition. The other bill would combine the Harness Racing Commission and Horse Racing Commission into one. It also requires track owners and electronic wagering businesses to pay new license fees and make the industry fund drug testing of horses. Betting on live horse racing in Pennsylvania has declined a whopping 71% since 2001. The possible impeachment of Kathleen Kane is looking less likely and more of a party line vote after Tuesday. Democrats, some of whom had earlier signaled that they'd back impeaching her, are now raising concerns about the action, especially since she's already announced she's not running for another term. House Minority Leader Frank Dermody, who was involved in the impeachment of then Supreme Court Justice Ralph Larson in 1994, said the fact that she's not running has to be considered. He also raised cost issues. One estimate is that the impeachment process would cost over $2 million. The House subcommittee heard testimony Tuesday from Dermody and former Senator Jeff Ficola, a Republican. Both were part of the prosecution committee in the Larson impeachment. Both warned an impeachment process was cumbersome and difficult and required the hiring of outside independent lawyers. Hazleton police arrested a man on burglary charges last night. 62-year-old Chance Densky of Hazleton was charged with burglary, criminal trespassing, possession of instruments of crime, theft and receiving stolen property, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Following an incident in the 600 block of West 10th Street around 1:30 yesterday, Densky was arraigned at the state police barracks and committed to the Luzerne County Prison on $50,000 bail. State police arrested a trooper from the Chickasha barracks and is facing theft charges. PSP Internal Affairs filed charges against 35-year-old Anna-Marie Sabula. She's accused of using a state gas card to fill up their own car while off duty. Internal Affairs found two instances of it, both in Pittston, and totals around $45. She's been charged with 2 counts of access device fraud and 2 counts of theft by unlawful taking or deposition. She's been suspended from duty temporarily. The case is being prosecuted by the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. Congressman Lou Barletta is asking for support for supplying pepper spray to federal corrections officers. Legislation was named for Eric Williams, who was killed in the line of duty by inmate Jesse Conyu at the U.S. prison at Cannon back in 2013. Officer Williams was unarmed and stabbed more than 200 times by Conyu's homemade shank. Barletta spoke in front of the United States House of Representatives today, urging the support for the supplying the pepper spray. Eric Williams Correctional Officer Protection Act passed the House and was co-sponsored by Barletta along with Representatives David McKinley, Tom Mariano, and Matt Cartwright, and will now head to the president's desk for consideration. Today, WYLN stopped by Christ Lutheran Church in Hazleton as volunteers were busy making Easter eggs. The church has been making the Easter time treats for the past 23 years. It started as a benefit for a local family in need of help after a car accident and has been going strong ever since. Volunteers were hard at work this morning hand making those eggs.
We have groups of women, men who come out. We mix the eggs, we make the eggs, we roll them. Someone scoops them out, we roll them, we put them in containers, and then we have people coming during the day, some retired people, the ladies, lovely ladies and gentlemen that come and coat the eggs, trim them, pack them, and put them away. It's a wonderful fellowship for us, a time to get together and camaraderie, and we love doing it.
Over 1,600 dozen eggs were pre-ordered this year, along with peanut butter truffles. A well-known band is coming back to the area to help raise money for the 38th annual Fun Fest in Hazleton. The Poets have been around for more than 45 years and play hits from the 50s and 60s, as well as disco and newer tunes. The concert is sponsored by Northeast Revenue Services, LLC. The show will begin the 6-month countdown to the area's largest festival. This year's Fun Fest theme will also be unveiled at the event, which will be held on Sunday, March 6th at 1:30 p.m. at the Genetti Ballroom.
Genetti's will be having a hot lunch buffet starting at 12:30, but you do have to register for that. There will be no tickets available at the door for that. So again, there's only 2 short days left to sign up for the hot lunch buffet, but again, there'll also be tickets just for the show if that's all that you're interested in.
Tickets can be purchased at the Fun Fest headquarters at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce.
Our good friends, the Poets, with all of their energy and excellent entertainment, will be joining us at Genetti's at 3 p.m. for a really fun concert. We'll be unveiling the logo for this year and some other fun and excitement to go along with the 2016 Fun Fest theme. So if you'd want information or be interested in tickets, call the Chamber office, 570-455-1509. And we'd love to see you on Sunday, March the 6th.
Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. To find out more about the event, you can call the Fun Fest office at 570-455-1509 or visit funfestpa.org. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A rainy and dreary day here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And can we expect more days like this as we finish off our work week? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, we have some rain talk about across our area, and speaking of the rain, it's just coming down so hard it's really interfering with our transmission signal, if you will, from the satellite to the air to the rain, everything else. So pardon our signal behind me, but I can tell you one thing, it is extremely rainy out there. We have some winds to deal with, but at least temperatures are fairly on the mild side. We got 40s and 50s. And we got some colder weather to talk about in our 7-day forecast. Find out just how chilly it's going to get and what we can expect this upcoming weekend coming up in just a few. Ann?
Well, thanks, Joe. Coming up next, State Senator Johnny Dechak was the guest speaker at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Red Carpet Breakfast this morning. Find out what he has to say about the governor's budget. Plus, we'll continue our look at the annual American Cancer Society Telethon slated for this Saturday at the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbachik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
We're having an open house and you're invited.
So, you're ready for a new mattress. Nice. Are you thinking traditional innerspring hybrid gel or latex memory foam? Is Sealy Posturepedic, Optimum, or Stearns & Foster the right choice for you? Well, at Grand Central, our mattress professionals make it easy. Right now, get huge savings on Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Get free delivery and pay no interest when paid in full within 48 months. So come in for the best rest of your life. Grand Central. We speak Sealy.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
This morning, members of the business community heard from State Senator Johnny Dechak about what's going on in Harrisburg and the projects that he's working on. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
This morning, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce held their monthly red carpet breakfast at the Cinema Draft House in West Hazleton. This month's special guest was State Senator Johnny Dechak, who spoke about the state budget, the SHINE program, and job creation projects right here in the Greater Hazleton area.
The process that has every taxpayer frustrated. I'm sure I'm going to hear some questions about that today. I'll give an update on where we're at and where we're going in terms of the state budget. Also want to talk about some of the great success that we've had here in Greater Hazleton. $4 million just in the last few years on some of the great projects, job creation projects like the Marco building, the Trader building, the Securities Bank building, investing in Greater Hazleton, investing in our community, investing in the people of Greater Hazleton.
The senator spoke about the progress that the SHINE program is making here in Luzerne County.
The SHINE program is an initiative that I partnered with Congressman Lou Barletta. We've secured federal, state, and corporate private sector money. We've secured about $2.2 million. We're reaching right now about 180 kids, and we hope with the Hazleton Center we'll add about 100 children to that program. It's a 21st century after-school program that brings the private sector and the public sector together to improve the educational experience for children. It's STEAM-based, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, and it's also career-based, workforce development-based. So that is why it's so important to talk that with our friends here at the Chamber of Commerce. The business community is so excited about developing our workforce, developing and making sure that our children have paths of opportunity, paths to progress, paths to prosperity. That's what we want to have for our children, and that's what SHINE is all about.
As we mentioned yesterday here on WYLN News, Hazleton has been designated a Main Street community. Udechek spoke about how great that is for our area.
In addition to Hazleton becoming Luzerne County's only Main Street community, Department of Community and Economic Development naming Hazleton as a Main Street community. The great work done by the Hazleton Alliance, great work being done by the Chamber, CANDO, all our great partners here in Greater Hazleton.
When asked, Udechek said the governor and the state legislator need to do more to push the state budget through and move on.
We've had a budget. The governor blue lined a portion of it, significant portion of it, particularly education. That will be coming to a crisis point if we do not pass a supplemental budget. And then we have, unfortunately, a situation where we're talking about next year's fiscal budget with appropriations hearings going on in Harrisburg when we haven't finished last year's budget. So it is a very frustrating process for taxpayers. They certainly don't understand why we can't come together, and I certainly can't understand. Democrat, Republican, we need to put the political parties aside. We need to put the rhetoric aside, stop the perpetual campaigns, end the paralysis, pass a budget that is comprehensive, pass a budget that's responsible, that fixes the structural deficit, and invests in the things that we care about: education, in infrastructure, in the environment and healthcare, all of those things that make our community stronger. We need to be investing in, and unfortunately, Pennsylvania is not doing that right now.
The next red carpet breakfast is set for March 9th at Genetti's with special guest Congressman Lou Barletta. In West Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at this year's entertainment at the American Cancer Society Telethon. Stay tuned.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Hello, I'm Bill Washko from WYLN TV. Please join us this year as the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 38th annual telethon On the Road to Wellness. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 27th at our new home, the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. WYLN will be broadcasting live from 11 till 11. The telethon is made possible by these sponsors.
Well, we've got a lot of rain falling down across our area, and we're still not done yet. We still have a decent amount of rain to talk about, even as we head through the overnight hours, and some lingering showers for tomorrow. At least it's fairly mild. We're still in the 50s outside, but as we go into tomorrow, we're going to start out fairly mild, but then after that, temperatures are going to continue to go downhill. Let's take a look at the graphic for the day, and well, you see for yourself that we've been dealing with that rain, and it's been heavy at times across our area. And again, we're not out of the woods yet. We still have to deal with some more rain. We're now picking up over an inch of rain, just about 1.25 inches outside our station in Hazleton. And no matter where you are across the Northeast, you're dealing with that heavy rain falling. Can't rule out the possibility of a couple of thunderstorms across our area as well. So be prepared for still some more drenching rain as we head through the rest of this evening. Now, way down toward the south, to the south of Schuylkill County, still got those tornado watches in effect. Other than that, we got some flood advisories in effect and some flood watches to contend with for that rain that is just coming down quite heavy. And you just how heavy it might be, well, take a look at Live 35 SkyCats Doppler. When you see the yellows, the oranges, the reds, it's extreme downpours coming down very heavy throughout much of our entire viewing area right now. But we're still very mild. We're at 52 degrees, picking up just about 1.25 inches of rain, and it continues to be a little bit gusty out there in terms of the winds. Very mild throughout the entire state of Pennsylvania, including Philadelphia. We're at 60 degrees, even Williamsport coming in with 49 degrees. So we had a couple of breaks from time to time in the rain, and now we're having some of that heavier rain making its way up from the south. That red box indicates that tornado watch, which continues to be in effect, so we'll stay mild as we head through tonight, only dropping down into the 40s. And to notice those temperatures fall as we head into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and by tomorrow night, we're looking at temperatures in the 20s as you wake up as we go into our early Friday morning. So some colder air on the move across our area, and we're going to be taking a look at the next couple of days, what we can expect with it. After this rain clears, it brings in the colder air as we go into our Friday, about 28 degrees. Looking very nice for Saturday. At the freezing point, it should be dry, about 32 degrees. Even better for Sunday, temperatures getting up into the 40s for Monday, and then in the 30s for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 239, the pick 3 883, and the pick 4 1772. Pick 5 numbers 09850, and the treasure hunt numbers 467, 15, and 23. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after this break.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
I am now joined by Michelle Gorowski, who is the woman behind all of the great entertainment that you will see at the telethon on February 27th from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. You will have people out there dancing, singing, performing, and anything you can imagine. It's so exciting.
Yes, it is.
Tell us about some of the entertainers this year.
Well, we have bands as usual. We have performers, soloists, solo vocalists. We have a lot of the dance studios in the area, and we're fortunate to have so much talent in the area, and they're willing to come out and donate their time, and that's a main thing that we enjoy having them come to do.
And the age groups are from tiny kids doing their dances to older adults. I mean, this draws a lot of people to see these performances. It's something that they put a lot of hard work in.
Yes, they do, and we're very blessed to do it, and we're going to enjoy it. A lot of talent. Let's come out, join us. That's exactly what we want everybody to come to do.
And that's something really exciting, especially for the kids. Just seeing their faces, they get to be in front of a large audience. They get to be on television, exactly just like Michelle said. So that's something that they get really excited for. What's your favorite part about the entertainment? Just seeing the kids and seeing the adults just get out there?
I get to see most of it all the time from every angle because I'm usually in the back in the truck helping out. So I get to see it from that point. But it's nice, and the people that we talk to all the time are so willing and to come on whenever they can, and that's the main thing to help us support the Cancer Society.
And you have a lot of bands that return each and every year.
Yes.
True. Can you give us any names that people would know?
The Legends will be there. We have Shock Value, and I know I'm going to forget a few because there's a long list. We have more talent this year, I think, than we have any of the other years. So it is definitely packed with talent this time.
And that's amazing, too, because every time we talk to even some of the entertainment, they're just so blessed to be able to be a part of something like this and raise money for the American Cancer Society. And for many years, you've been a part of the American Cancer Society telethon, raising money, helping out. Why do you do it?
Well, I guess I started maybe 28 years ago, and it was because of my dance studio, and we did our recital as a benefit. And right after that, they said, maybe you could come and help us out. And I started, and ever since then, I was a floor director, and then I went from floor director into the truck, and now entertainment, so it's a little bit of everything. So it's a very worthwhile cause, and something that I believe in.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much. And I know myself and everyone here at WYLN, we love the entertainment. And I know you will too. Getting to come to the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton for the telethon, once again, which is February 27th. It's from 11 until 11. Yeah. Great entertainment. You will not want to miss it. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazleton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
The District 2 basketball championships are all set with matchups scheduled for Friday and Saturday at Mohegan Sun Arena. District 11 sent several teams into the title round on Tuesday. Boys Single A, Shenandoah Valley taking on Medical Academy. Good start for the Blue Devils, who live and die by the three-pointer. That one falls from Ian McCole as he and Jermaine McNeil combine for 10 trays on the night, but they go cold for a while. Medical Academy owning the rest of the first half. Jamil Corrales there. They own a 60-44 lead with 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation, but the Blue Devils storm all the way back and eventually win 75-72 in overtime, advancing to Friday's championship, where they will face Notre Dame East Stroudsburg. Now over to Martz Hall for girls AA semis, Marian Catholic versus Pine Grove in the first game. The Phillies feeling it early. Brenna Carnish to the cup. That is good. Then it's a beautiful setup from the Cardinals. Carly Conrad to Rachel Edge and PG down just 2. Next we see Vanessa White-Cavage leading the break ahead to Madison Stoyer, who weighs it in. Marian takes a 19-11 lead into the half, but commits 27 turnovers on the night and falls in another overtime game. 38-32 is the final. And we finish on the flip side of the bracket with North Schuylkill and Minersville girls pining for the chance to play Pine Grove. Loose ball early, Lady Miners Emily Mealy cleaning up for the game's first basket. Then from the far corner, Adrian Krasnuski somehow finds the proper angle to bank that one home from beyond the arc. Upcoming, it's a nice take from Lady Spartan sophomore Avery Jordan, but ultimately it's Minersville moving on for the chance to win their third straight district title, defeating North Schuylkill 61-64. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we will have highlights as the district semifinals continue for AA boys. 3-seed Mahanoy playing 2-seed Williams Valley at Blue Mountain High School, while top seed Minersville battles 4-seed Marian Catholic from Martz Hall. Mahanoy and Shenandoah Valley competing in a rematch of last year's single-A girls semis. Reverse roles in terms of seeding for the Lady Bears and Lady Devils this season. And Blue Mountain aiming for a title game appearance. They have to get by Bethlehem Catholic first. The thing about the minor leagues is, if you have a great team, it might not be meant to last, because that talent gets promoted to the pros. That's definitely the case with the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins, still hanging on to first place entering Tuesday night, but barely. Hershey scores 15 minutes in, and then they add 2 tallies less than 3 minutes apart into the second period, and that is more than enough. The Bears eclipse the Baby Pens for first place with a 4-1 victory. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton has now dropped 5 straight as they prep for a 5-game road trip starting Friday at Portland. Tonight we also have the MAC Freedom men's basketball semifinals with both Wilkes and Misericordia aiming for championship berths where they'd play each other if they win. But next, Joe Garbaczyk is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Ann Gownley from WYLN TV. Please join us this year as the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 38th annual telethon On the Road to Wellness. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 27th at our new home, the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. WYLN will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Join us for a day filled with great entertainment. The telethon is made possible by these sponsors.
All right, well, we have the heavy rain still coming through our area. We still have to deal with some rain as we head through tonight, and even as we go into tomorrow, some leftover showers across our area, and then temperatures are going to drop through later tomorrow afternoon and as we go into tomorrow evening, and that's going to set the stage for some colder weather as we end this work week. As we go into our Friday, temperature-wise, only going to be in the 20s, and Saturday looking good for a telethon, about 32 degrees, yes, and Sunday looking about 45 and much milder, and milder for Monday, and then colder again by the middle part of next week.
All right, well, as Joe mentioned, it's supposed to be nice on Saturday, so it's a great time to come out and check out the American Cancer Society Telethon, which will be held from 11 until 11. That's right, 12 hours. You can watch it here on WYLN, or you can stop by the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. It's going to be a great event, lots of entertainment, some tricky trays, some anything you can think of. It's going to be a wonderful day, so make sure you stop by, and if you're unable to, it's live right here on WYLN. We'll hear more from those involved this week on WYLN News. Have a good night.